Hello, lovies. How are we? Happy Saturday. It is uh, December 14th, 2024, and we're together, all of us together again. And I have technology happening right now. I don't want you to be super excited, but do I sound normal? Can I get a yes or a no in the comments? Hi, Classic Overthinker. Hi, Kelly. Oh, Lois Lane, I'm obsessed. Thank you for those Christmas trees on this beautiful day. You can hear me. Oh my gosh, you're going to black out. Okay, I got something to show you. Watch this. Let's go with this one. What? I can't handle it. Look, I got a soundboard. Oh no. And it has preset things in it, and it dances, and it does I don't know, a lot of things. It's a little complex for me, but we are very excited. And I want to show you this one too, because I thought it was awesome. Ready? It's called Awkward. That's the button. I can't handle it. Oh, Sunny Days. Who am I? Send her away. Okay. She doesn't know who she is. And at Proctor's Warden High, how are we, Lovey? Yes, exactly. This makes sense, Kersey Nursey M. I may be a DJ in my future. Okay. Call me Paris Hilton, and we're going to be going on events. I feel possibly a little bit of a residency in Vegas. I don't know. Let's manifest. And oh, yes, absolutely. Caroline Elizabeth, we got pencils. We're penciled up. We're ready to rock and roll. We're going to talk about mental health concerns. Just kidding. We're here tonight to discuss our best friend from out of town, the queen herself, Dr. Marie Russell, and what she has done for the medical community and how she single-handedly has, I don't know, brought sexy back. Okay. There is an article from, let me read the date of it. I know it was the summer of 2000. It was June 26th, 2000, that we got a masterpiece from the Los Angeles Times. And we're going to read it together, talk all the shit, and let's put some respect on Dr. Marie Russell's name. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, we got a thing for that. That feels so Mario adjacent. I don't know what to do with myself. I want to maybe get a Bowser, and then we're going to be cooking with gas for realsies. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. DJ Kimmy D, GTL, love a roaming with cheese. You could only say it the best, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me tonight, Lovey. Okay, now calm your body, and I'm going to share the screen. I think. Am I going to do that? Yes, I am. Can I make myself small? Here it is. It's happening. Okay. So, babes, here it is. Says it again. We know this is from June 26th of 2000, and it says the like title is "One of a Kind Trauma Doctor." Now, one asshat we know, his name is Hank the Skank Brennan, with his pencils, a very sad Lally and a skanky hanky, and they were trying to discredit a woman who has more medical experience and knowledge in her pinky than every one of the Commonwealth's witnesses combined. Okay. So now we're going to really get into what she did and how she was able to combine her law enforcement experience as well as her medical experience. And she literally changed the trajectory of all like care and care management in in California in this LA hospital. May the Lord be with you and also with you and also with our Queen, Marie Russell. Okay. So now we get into it. It says the Times health writer, he writes, it's striking how much Dr. Marie Russell still thinks like a cop. Inside the emergency room at County USC Medical Center on a recent afternoon, she worries almost as much about preserving the bullet that pierced a shooting victim's flesh as she does about his physical discomfort. Let me make this bigger so you guys can read it if you want to. Hold on. Ooh, she's got a lot of things happening right now. All right, perfect. So then it says, after urging the physician's assistant to remove the bullet without any metal tools that could mar the markings crucial in the police investigation, she then gently asked the patient for permission to see and photograph his wound and his tattoos. What is she doing, babes? She is literally preserving evidence as a physician. I cannot. She is a genius. The 32-year-old man shot 6 hours after being paroled out. That's a shitty day. Obligingly pulls up his shirt so she can examine the massive discolored bruise that is developing where the bullet lodged after missing his spine. You lucked out, she tells him. You could have been paralyzed. Well, I like that. That's what we're going to say there is that's a physician who shows you a little FAFO, right? She's not beating around the bush. And she's like, listen, Jim, you could have lost your ability to walk. Okay. And then, oh, wait, what is that? What is happening? What is happening, Maddie Wags? Are we good? All right. Then, as he rolls up his left shirt sleeve, she leans in closer for a look at the multicolored peacock on his inner arm, knowing well that peacocks and dragons are commonly tattooed inside the arm to hide signs of drug abuse. She nonetheless asks why he chose that design. Acknowledging that he has used heroin, the man doesn't mention the fresh puncture, indicating he likely injected earlier that day. Sorry, babes, didn't know we were going to need a little bit of a trigger warning here, but just bear with us. I think it gets into more, medical things coming next. Without expressing any judgment, Russell takes a few snapshots of the tattoo as well, then steps from behind the examining room curtain. The injection site is something I don't have in my photo collection, she says, sounding like a butterfly collector who just snagged a prize specimen. Incredible writing by this writer, by the by, right? The former Malden, Mass police officer who traded a uniform and walking shoes for scrubs and sneakers years ago has an unusual resume in this world of inner city trauma care. On top of police skills, she has honed her trauma skills within 2 miles of her 30 East LA street gangs and studied forensic pathology under LA's famous former coroner, Thomas Gnocchi. She has shot more than 750 photos of tattoos and hundreds more of unusual wounds to help her understand how they're inflicted and how they heal. Oh, all right, everybody, let's collectively clutch our pearls. Oh, and she's not wearing them, but I'm going to put them on. All right, hold please. Because this lets us know that Dr. Marie Russell has, back in the year 2000, she had already taken 750 photos of tattoos and hundreds more of unusual wounds. And yet, I'm sorry, Hank, with your damn pencils, you're going to be Judgy McJudgeson. No one cares. And she knows exactly how they're inflicted and how they heal. Then we go to Russell incorporates the photos into lectures she delivers here and abroad to medical students, law enforcement, and forensic societies. She shares medical and sociological insights into SA, domestic violence, child abuse, and um, drug use, and prison histories of gang members. She is currently, no, she is certainly single-handedly developing a new field of what you call clinical forensic medicine, Noki says. We only have one Marie Russell, but we need at least 1,000 such persons to serve major communities. I'm blacked out. I'm blacked out. This is incredible. She is an angel. She was sent to us. She is she is Marie, Mother of God. Pray for us sins. That's not sacrilegious because she is Dr. Marie Russell. Okay. This 24 years ago, the former coroner of LA said that she was basically an angel with wings. Okay. She did everything for everybody else. She invented a new clinical forensic medicine. So what I'm going to need you to do, Hank, is I'm going to need you to pack up your number twos, shove it up your patootie, and walk through the door and say she 100% is qualified to do anything she wants in Norfolk Superior Court. Okay? Thank you. And look, we'll do this one for her. Do we have a clap? I think we have a clap. Using the soundboard. LML Bunny says we're blacked out, and we'd like Corgi Bums as well. And I think that, oh, look at, what did we have here? Number twos, absolutely be kinder than necessary. And Bodega Lady says she's a GD genius, is what she is. 100%, my love. And I love that Lois Lane keeps bringing us back to what? Christmas trees, okay? She's getting us Festivus for the rest of us, and I love it. And Mary Malaki, I am so thankful that you are here today. And she says, Nurse Kim, that's assault, ma'am, on number 2 pencils. Absolutely. Oh, Lois Lane, you're spoiling me. How kind of your 5 non-consensual Nurse Kim memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay, so then we're going back, and it says that County USC facility noticed Russell early in her residency because of her multidisciplinary skills and recruited her for a permanent faculty spot, says Dr. Catherine Challoner, an emergency room doctor and fellow faculty member. It's a joy to have her around. The first person I would go to for questions about tattoos or forensics or ballistics or gang affiliation or pathology information would be Marie. Oh, I'm sorry. Hank, I'd like you to watch this. So I know that you haven't done your summer reading. You have not actually watched Commonwealth v. Karen Reed 1.0. But if you happen to come across a little bit of a Nurse Kim channel, I suggest that you read this LA Times article because it's incredible. And we know that another physician, Catherine Challoner, says that if she had a question on tattoos, forensics, ballistics, gangs, pathology, she's calling our girl Marie. I'm done. Dr. Russell, you are incredible. Everyone should bow to you. Then she says, who turns to Russell on touchy cases inside the hospital's jail unit, such as suspected cruelty or child abuse. Moses Remedios, the physician's assistant who asked for her advice on whether to remove the bullet from the flank of the tattooed gunshot victim says she's got that total cop, no, yeah, she's got that total cop street smart going. Plus, she's a good doctor. Okay, so now when do we ever have a physician that was also a street cop, a patrol woman in Malden, Massachusetts? She was the first female police officer. Then she goes back to school, becomes double board certified in emergency room medicine and also anatomic pathology. She's incredible. And we're coming back to court on January 7th, babes, to ensure that we have had a hearing, and we've already done 7 hours. We're 7 hours deep into ensuring that Dr. Marie Russell is qualified to testify for the second trial in which she already testified at the first. Oops, I'm sorry. I found something right in my pocket. It's just right here, and I'd like to hand it out to the Commonwealth. It's right there for you. That's my number 2. Your number 1. Then he says he then extracted the bullet with his gloved fingers as requested. She always knew she wanted to be a doctor. Although she began her career as a police officer, Russell, 45, oh my gosh, she was just a baby. She was just born. She says she always wanted to be a doctor. A native of Woodside, New York, she was one of 5 children raised by a father who worked for the railroad and a mother who did clerical work. Oh my gosh, now we know. We know that her dad worked for the railroad. And I wonder if he came home and sang, I have been working on the railroad. Okay. Then Russell remembers as far back as the second grade, admiring her family doctor, a woman who later gave the teenage Russell some of her medical journals. I love her. I couldn't love her more. A good student, Russell spent a year at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, but moved home when her mother developed cancer. Let's say a little bit of a prayer for Dr. Russell's mom. Okay, moment of silence. Amen. After her mother's death, oops, I lost it, guys. Sorry. After her mother's death, she returned to Massachusetts and began taking courses in criminalistics and criminal investigation at Northeastern University. Then, on a dare, she took the police exam and passed. Okay, I'm going to need to go to solo right now. I'm sorry. Are you telling me right now that Dr. Marie Russell was dared, like double dog dared, or just regularly dared by one of her friends to actually take the police exam, and she passed? She is our people. She belongs here. We love her. I can't even handle myself. All right, back to the reading. Although she hadn't set out to become a police officer, Russell knew that there were funds available to help officers further their educations. So she completed the police training and became the first female officer in Malden, Massachusetts, just north of Boston. While on patrol there, she pursued her bachelor's degree in psychology. An emergency medical technician course and a stint in the as an emergency room clerk got her hooked on emergency medicine. So she applied to medical school at the University of Massachusetts. By 1983, which she recalls as the hardest year of her life, she was 28 years old and juggling her first year medical studies with a full-time police job 50 miles away. Oh, she's a jack of all trades, and we're going to do an applause. Here it is. This one's for you, Dr. Russell. In her second year of medical school, she was introduced to pathology. and found herself torn between doing advanced training in that or emergency medicine. She could only do she could only do both a big city medical center with an affiliated coroner's office, so she headed to County USC in 1987 for her residency. Auntie Deb, are you here? If so, were you born in the year of our Lord 1987? Because I was 86. While examining gunshot and stab wounds suffered by patients from surrounding neighborhoods, she became fascinated by their tattoos and their meanings. The more I asked, the more I became interested, she recalls, studying the markings of the various gangs. Understanding the forensic significance of the symbols has helped her shape her handling of patients, especially shooting victims. For example, before County USC doctors understood gang tattoos, they inadvertently put members of opposing gangs in the same treatment areas. Sometimes that created problems, Russell says, such as gang members threatening and verbally abusing each other. So the hospital staff began limiting visitors to gang members' mothers, and at times admitting the patients under pseudonyms to keep rival gangs from trying to come after them. There have been incidences in this hospital where gang members have tried to come into the hospital and, quote, finish the job, she says. Oh, that's scary. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Lauren, you're in 1983. I love that. And Be Kind to the Necessary, you're an 81, baby. Oh, Ernie Birdie, you're an 87, sweetheart. I love this. Oh, the Petty Paralegal is a 77. Mary Malaki's other child. Okay, we know her son. We know the favorite son, the prodigal son, if you will. And then we have this beautiful F-off champion, the Petty Paralegal. Oh, Letteros by Betterow actually beat you, my Petty Paralegal. She's a 76er. Oh, AP actually took the cake. And maybe I lied. Feels 67, says Lauren, TZY. I agree, babe. Okay. So at one time, Russell asked if his 11550 tattoo signified his zip code, since she knew some LA gangs had a 213 area code tattoo to identify their home turf. The patient responded that the 5 digits represented the penal code for being under the influence of a controlled substance. Okay, that's not funny, but like realistically, I think I love a gang member with a sense of humor. He knows his penal code. He should have. I hope that he studied potentially law, and he could have himself become a petty paralegal or a lawyer after he got out. Since then, Russell has learned to recognize many symbols of a prison past. The number of teardrops tattooed below the corner of an eye can indicate how many years a patient has been in prison. I didn't know that. I thought it was about how many people you took out, but that's good that there's another meaning. A Salvador Dali-like image of a melting clock means the person has, quote, done time. And prominent images of the Madonna or Christ tattooed on the back are used to deter prison rape. The more you know, that is something, okay? So maybe they're saying that if like you're looking at the back of Jesus, like that maybe you'd say, not today, Satan, okay? And make good choices. Wow. Some tattoos influence her medical decisions. An unexplained fever in a patient with symbols of drug use may indicate the possibility of drug-related infections. Prison watchtowers or symbols of homosexual acts may make her suspect HIV or hepatitis. Remember, babes, this might sound a little egregious for us because it was written in the year 2000, but that is a good idea for her to always think about different infective processes. Despite her demanding schedule in the emergency room, where she has uh, apt to help a patient untangle an intravenous line, she is to mobilize a trauma team and teaching at County USC and Cal State LA. She is also managing to raise a nephew, 14, and a niece, 18, now married. Okay. Okay. We're raising a nephew. We are a trauma team member teaching at County USC and Cal State. And you have an 18-year-old niece that is married. We'll unpack that another day, babes. Okay. Hopefully they're still married and everything is great. And if not, we'll just talk about times have changed. Okay. Bringing up children is the hardest thing I've ever done. And I can relate, Marie. Same. She says, it also made her give up the guns she'd had since she was a police officer. Well, this is taking a turn we did not know. The guns moved out of my house the day my children arrived, said Russell, who is, by her own admission, a fanatic about safety. She's been known to annoy her family by giving smoke detectors for Christmas. Okay. Marie is a prankster. She's a prankster. She's giving you a smoke detector on Christmas. I think if any of us send Christmas cards to Mr. Yannetti's law firm in care of for Dr. Russell, I put that in the description, babes, in case any of you wanted to do it. I might have to send her also a smoke detector because that's funny as HE double hockey sticks. Look at Ernie Birdie knows it. Yes, and Mimi, it's a great idea. Be kind to the necessary. She too is my humans. Obsessed. Then, where are we at here now? Okay. Russell knows she inhabits a different world than that of most people. A point driven home one day at her niece and nephew's school when she suddenly realized an incident that disturbed the nuns. There was minor compared with what I see and hear every day. It occurred to me that the crime and violence are not part of their life. My life is so different. My life centers around violence. Now, that's a good place for us to just take a minute together, babes, because I wanted to tell you that is something that I realize, right? As a nurse, like not violence per se, but I do notice that my kind of my thoughts or things that to me do not seem like, oh, this is the end of the world, would be the end of the world for other people who do not have medical backgrounds. Also, I try to laugh, and that's sometimes not funny. Okay? The things that I find chuckle, okay? Things that I'm giggling, like my soundboard tells me, other people would not find that funny, And I'm like, well, you got to laugh or you're going to cry. So that's, I think, how we compartmentalize. Because if you've got a code and you're dumping, like we're in fight or flight all the time, and you are just adrenaline dumping like regularly. And I think that because of that, it makes us slightly odd. All right. Our brains just work a little bit different than others. And I relate to Dr. Marie Russell in that way. Okay, Babos. And then even at home, she spends many hours scanning her forensic photos onto a computer. Oh, Lord. In her prized time off, she manages to put the darkness aside to swim or camp, although she does admit her preferred recreational reading is true crime. This was before the Oxygen Network and one of the greatest shows alive, Snapped. I sometimes tell my family I am one episode away. The computer. Mm, mm. Hello. Oh, do I need to subscribe? Oh gosh, that's annoying. Oh, guys, I'm gonna have to subscribe. Hold on, bear with me. You babes, I actually don't think that I do need to subscribe because I just looked. I think that can't be the end, though, can it? Why doesn't it? Oh no. What do we think? I wonder if there is more. No, don't copy. The end. Okay, Jen Lee says the end. All right. Well, what else then? Are you not so impressed by her? Do you not want to actually bite her face off? I'm obsessed. I can't handle it. I think that she is like so profound and so prolific in the field of medicine that it's making me more aggravated that these men, that this Hank, let me get him out, like Brant, like that Hank had the canyons to say that she shouldn't be either allowed in for a second time, or the fact that he thinks that he can hold those pencils that way. Okay. Everything about Hank pisses me off. I don't like your attitude, Hank. I don't like your 1950s nasally voice. And I think that by the end of this, by the end of this little rodeo you got going on, Hank, you're going to really put some respect on Dr. Marie Russell's name. Okay. Okay. And it really upset me that I saw that people were trying to say, oh, Attorney Elise helped her with her report. No, he didn't. She wrote her report. She wrote it. And then the boy, like Dr. Elise, not Attorney Elise, told her like how they wanted it legally to come out for the report. Do you think that Attorney Elise knows things that Dr. Russell does? I don't think so. Jessica, you get it, babe. You get it. All right, let's get this out of here. Do okay, remove. Let's remove it. Am I removing it? Okay. Okay, now what do I do? Stop the screen. Okay, I did it. All right. So yeah, this was wild. And here it is. Island Girl says he knows 100% what a threat she is to the case. Yes. Yes. Because as we discussed in her testimony or like in her Daubert hearing, that she really described every single one of those right forearm and upper extremity snags on the hoodie of Officer John O'Keefe in a way that I don't feel like has been done by anybody. She understood how to say that this is a 100% large dog attack into a medical degree of certainty. She put on her hat of a legal expert and she said, pull up, bitch, bang, bang. Okay. And then we've got Hank just fumbling pencils. Lally looking like a busted can of biscuits. And Miss McLaughlin playing. She's also playing, but praying. Okay. She needs help. She needs all of us to understand her being a third chair is offensive to all of the senses. Let's have Miss McLaughlin. She should be the first chair. I would respect the hustle more if Miss McLaughlin did it. Okay. And what do we think about that?
Awesome.
Okay. She's got a soundboard. Can't tell me shit. Okay. Oh, Giovanni's Pikachu said, Brennan is a prick. He will reveal himself while he speaks to us. Agreed. And Ramblin' Rome says, bang, bang. I love it. And okay, there we go. Kelly says she was already so prepped. Alicia is going to have her perfected against Henry boy. Ooh, isn't that rude? Let's call him Henry. Let's call him Henry. Little boy Henry. Henry boy, what do you got going on? What do you need, Henry boy? Have you been a bad boy, Henry?
Ding, ding, ding.
And Mag in Florida FKR says, I am not worthy. Queen Russell. Yes, she is everything. Yes, this is it. Moving forward, Coffee Cake, we only refer to him. He is not Hank Brennan, okay? He's not Hank the Tank. He's not even a skanky Hanky. What he is Henry boy. Okay? How you doing, Henry? What do you need? You need someone, you need Auntie Bev to hold your hand, honey? Got your pocket protector? What do you need, Henry? Oh, petty paralegal. That is even more rude. Harold. Good old Harold. Oh, gosh. Lord help us. Okay, babes. Well, this was all I wanted to talk about tonight. I just wanted to go over this Los Angeles Times article because it's a big deal. It is showing that as of 24 years ago, we're seeing where Dr. Marie Russell, where all of her training and experience had led her. Where did it lead her? To the largest hospital in LA, a 19-floor story, banger that she was providing critical care to and creating a brand new way to treat patients from not only a forensic, but also a medical point of view. She is the baddest that ever walked, okay? She's got Manolo Blahniks on, and she's got heels on the necks of Harold, Adam, and then she high fives McLaughlin because she's not a hater. You know what I mean? She doesn't drink Haterade. She's an angel. But she wants to tell those men, giddy up, because I want you to be ready for what we're going to face together. Because I think, honestly, her assessments, her evaluation, her report will be what solidifies, if nothing else, a firm, reasonable doubt in that jury's mind. She is so qualified. She is so kind. You can just, you get her vibe, right? Like I have a vibe from her. I'm like, I'm obsessed with you. You're incredible. You're an angel. You are everything we've all wanted to be when we grow up. If I could be like Marie when I have grown up, half of what she is, I would be like, oh, I did okay. I did okay emulating a quarter of your changes that you made in the medical system. Oh, Ashley, we've got a cupcake invasion. Bow, bow, bow. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think we're gonna. Cupcake, how are we? Sorry, just got a brand new soundboard. Don't know who I am. Can't tell me shit. But let's play a little bit of our. This is my Mario sound. Woo! Okay, so this is a good one. Elizabeth S says, I'm from LA. My brother currently lives 5 minutes from USC Medical Center. My husband was taken there after being hit by a car on his motorcycle. They saved his life. They've saved my dad's life. They're great. Elizabeth, thank you so much for sharing that with us. That is incredible. And I am so glad that, both the boys, both your father and your husband are with us. And that I know that hospital is a level 1 trauma unit and is a level 1 trauma hospital rather, and that they have some of the most innovative and incredible physicians and techniques that they use. Similar to Massachusetts. Massachusetts is also like state of the art. You think of Mass General, you think of the Brigham, you think of BMC, you think of Tufts. There's so many that we have that are really top of the line too, that people in different parts of the country, like I forget that other places, they have to go sometimes 45 minutes, an hour or more to your nearest hospital, never mind to find a level 1 trauma. Oh, be kind to the necessary, BMC, absolutely, MGH, yep. And this is it. Miss Jess NB says, can Dr. Russell wear a crown next court date? Yep, I'm buying her one. Okay. Oh my gosh. If we don't send her smoke detectors and a crown, I think that this would literally like make her Christmas. Again, babes, in the description, I put Dr. Yannetti's office in Dedham, his law firm. It's all public record. I put everything there for everyone to see in case they wanted to send her a Christmas card, because I think it would bring her a lot of Christmas joy and she deserves it. Like, she gets nothing for this. She's not being paid. She was interested. She's always been interested. This is a person who has dedicated their life to science, dedicated their life to medicine, dedicated their life to law enforcement and the raising, now we know, of her niece and nephew. Like, you don't think that as being of the first Malden police officer, raising her niece and nephew, who does that sound like? Officer John O'Keefe. Like, she's not just trying to help Karen. I think she's trying to find justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Like, I know all of us are interested in that. It would be very easy for us to say, oh, we just, whatever, we'll turn the other way and just say, okay, we're following what the Commonwealth thinks. But we were the ones who said, oh gosh, that doesn't make sense. Oh gosh, there was too many coincidences, too many things that didn't align in this case. And at the end of the day, we know, just like Dr. Marie Russell knows, that Officer John O'Keefe was not struck by a vehicle, by Karen Reed's Lexus LX 470 in reverse at 24.2 miles an hour. Didn't happen. And it didn't cause his fatal injuries that he ultimately succumbed to. Oh, hello, all you beautiful cupcakes. Oh my gosh, you're all here. I'm obsessed with you. Thank you for coming. I have nothing else to talk about though. So do we want to do like Q&A for a couple of minutes? Do you guys have any questions? And then I'll let you go. I know you're so busy. Oh, my cupcakes, you're so smart and pretty. It's Christie's a painted daughter. Ready, watch this. I'm going to play you a song, Christy, on my new soundboard. Howdy, people. Okay. Oh gosh, Lord. Romy, sing for us. Listen. Ooh, we should have a sing off. P.S. babes, just in case you're interested. Next Saturday, I'm trying to get a bunch of creators together for a pet Christmas stream. Tell me to stop. I can't. Hashtag can't stop, won't stop. But I thought it would be so awesome. We're going to have the star of the show. I don't know if you know him. His name is Kino. He is my son. He is a 4.5-year-old Shiba Inu. He is as handsome as the day is long. He also works at a factory. I make up stories. He has a boss named Jeff who doesn't really keep any standards of practice in that factory. I've called the Better Business Bureau in my brain, and Keno doesn't even have Christmas Eve off this year. Okay, they're working his paws to the bone. So I thought we could have a Saturday stream, and everybody could bring. I'm hoping Mr. Betterow will bring Lola. I know for sure Auntie Deb will be bringing at least JoJo. Sweepy sometimes does a cat's assault meow. Okay. It's a little bit of a freshie MacGyver. I did ask if Meredith, if she's around, they have uno, dos, tres, new kitty cats. Okay. Living at the Turtle House. Love to see it. I want to see the babies. I want cameo times with kittens. Do we back this up? Are we interested in a pet Christmas stream? Additionally, I do know that the Glairer has bought not bought, rescued, loved, found. Maybe the cat selection system has just come to him. He has a new kitten named Drago, and we know that Clubber is a mascot of Tennessee. Everybody's in, everybody's in, everybody's in. Bah, 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 bah. Obsessed with you all. Thank you. Faux show. And another cool thing about this stream, right, is I was like, we'll do everything. And I would like in my brain, I would like to have like 50% of like stuff go any super chats or stickers will go to the Angel Memorial, the Angel Medical Hospital. And then the other 50%, if anybody wanted to give anything, it would go to the Karen Reed Defense Fund. So I thought that would be super cute. Anywho, sorry. Most talkative, are you joking me? Michael Crawford is on the list. I have sent him an email about it. He's just very busy clutching his pearls lately, so he's a little bit too good for me. Just kidding. He'll be there too. And James Jackson, I will have to absolutely reach out to him and JFK too. Oh, I love that. I know Maddie Wags, right? I thought that'd be so fun. Oh, Court, I hear you. Yes, we need the pet Christmas. Now, Court, tell me about this handsome devil. This looks like I used to have a lab. His name was Tank. He was the most beautiful boy that you ever saw. He also had a sister named Jezebel. My mother is a weirdo. So we were only supposed to get one puppy, but we ended up getting two because Jezzy was the runt. And we took them brother and sister, same litter, and they were the best dogs I've ever had in my entire life until Monsieur Kino came, and they lived to be about 13. I think Tank was 13 and Jezzy passed away she was 11 and a half years old. I'm obsessed. And then 1971, Merry Christmas, Dr. Marie should be a saint. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Jessica and B, for the reminders. Stacy 1201 says, I think for the next court hearing on 1/7/25, we should come together and put together a shirt or something similar to the words, I want to be Dr. Marie Russell when I grow up. We will as FKR on it. Oh, I love that. Okay, so like FKR and I want to be Dr. Marie Russell when I grow up. I love that, Stacy. Oh, that's so cute. I could probably make that in the Printify store. Oh, that's adorable. She would love that. And she's so deserving, it's just like, it's so frustrating for all of us, I think, to see that and to see how she's like having to fight to get her expert status when she's already testified as an expert in trial one feels egregious to all of us. Ooh, ooh. And Kelly, is this not it? In a world full of Auntie Bevs, be a Dr. Russell. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. That's the shirt. That's the shirt. We wear it with pride, and we're going to do one of these. Let's do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Awesome.
It's awesome. That wasn't what I was looking for. Obsessed. Yes, Kelly, that was so good. Oh, Swiss Miss, I love that. She's my hero. See, these are the things, babes. And any of our cupcakes who just came in, I want to let you know that I did put in the description of this video, if you're interested, Mr. Yannetti's address for his practice in Dedham. And it's like public knowledge, obviously. And we are, if you wanted to send like maybe a Christmas card to her, we can just send it to Mr. Yannetti's office and just say to, Dr. Marie Russell in care of Yannetti Law Firm. Oops, Kelly can make them. This is it. It's happening. Kelly, it's on you. Okay, babe? May the force be with you. If you can make them, we shall buy them. Yay. Oh, don't rustle my feathers. Okay, I can't handle this. You guys are becoming, you're too witty right now. Your wit is on a 10 right now. You are incredible. There is no one like you. Thank you, chat. You are the chosen ones.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Okay, look it. That just came from the soundboard from, I believe, a place in China. Can you see it? It lights up and talks to me. Okay. Oh, I got a condenser mic too. Don't know what I'm doing. It's not working well. I feel like it'd be real good for ASMR though. Oh gosh, that's so good, guys. Look at this. We love Dr. Russell. I'm obsessed. Okay, babes. Well, that's it for right now. This is, oh, I lied. Oh my gosh. I have the, focus. Court says, oh my gosh, and you brought back this beautiful Labrador. Look at that Labrador. Let's come through the door. So happy I'm catching you live tonight, right here, Court. Thank you so much for joining me. And Lois Lane, I love you. The Clark Kent in our lives is U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy, and you are our Lois Lane. I appreciate your gifted, non-consensual Nurse Kim memberships. Everybody who got one, just bounce around back there. See if it feels right. If it does, I'm here for you. Mr. Mark Cunningham, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. All jokes aside, thanks for all you do. Been a bit fan, but hope you meant big, since day one. Thank you, Mark Cunningham. You are 33% of my male delegation, and I appreciate you. Our Maddie Wags says, because you're a healer, you help people in need and also spread joy by being so loving and funny. You are a gift to so many, Nurse Kim. We love you. Oh my gosh, Maddie Wags, I'm going to have to take myself off of the screen. I'm going to blush. I love you very much. I love your face. You are important. You mean the world to me. I appreciate you for answering my FaceTimes and for spending your time with me. It's truly my pleasure. And like, I can't believe that you answer the phone when I call. And Kelly says, Kimmy, have you seen Dream Feed Media 2's video they make? Crazy sense. I have. and I don't know really what to do with it. It is like psychic, and I am like, okay, what are we doing? Wild. And then LL says, love ya, Nurse Kim, and Jimmy too. I thank gosh for Jimmy because he called me and he had to come into the studio with me and help me because I didn't know if the new technology was working. And let's do this one. Okay, we don't know who we are. Okay, ready? Watch this one. I don't even know. That feels something. I feel like this one's my favorite. Okay, stop again. And then Joseph Kane. Are you kidding me? Joseph Kane and Ginger have made their way to my stream and they have gifted 1, 2, 3 non-consensual Nurse Kim memberships. I can't handle it. I appreciate you, Joseph. And Joseph says, Ginger wants a play date with Kino. Of course she does. Of course she does. Look at those two faces. They would be snuggling in the backyard, talking over some milk bones. Okay. Thinking about chasing squirrels together, digging holes to where? We don't know. The core of the earth, to China, as my Nana used to say. I love that, and I accept and would love to have a Ginger Kino playdate. And on that note, my lovies, we are going to tuck and roll for now. And I think that maybe Jimmy and I will be on a little bit later, but I wish you a wonderful Saturday night. And thank you for answering my FaceTime. I love you, Face. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.